Hi, I'm Lam. Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Queen. Today I'm making a very special video, in my opinion, that is about my top 10 favorite makeup products at the moment, or you can say the most reach for products at the moment. I'm going to go through it based on the order I do my makeup, so starting with primer and ending with like a lipstick. I'm very excited, so just let's get right into it. If you are new to my channel, hi, welcome to this channel. I'm always doing videos about beauty, so makeup, skincare, fragrances videos. So if you find my video helpful and fun and entertaining, please consider subscribing. And if you are my returning subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me all this time. And if you really want to support this channel, please make sure to like this video, comment in the comment section down below, interact with each other. If you want to share this video to your friends, please go ahead, because it will help me reach more people and we can grow this community together. And if you really want to support me, please consider doing those things. Is going to help giving me so much more motivation to create better and better videos for you in the future. And make sure to follow my social media, my Instagram accounts at Lam Loves Fashion and at Keeping Up with, in the W, the Queen, to see more behind the scene, my daily life photos and swatches and updates of my life and my YouTube channel at the same time. Okay, with that all out of the way, I am going to get back to the video. So I pretty much have all the products, one product for each step of my makeup except my brows products, because I feel like I only use one or two brows products. There's not like one that is stand out more than any other brows products that I use, so I'm not going to mention that, but I have one for everything else. Most of these products that I mentioned today, I have videos dedicated to them with a lot of more information, in-depth review, wear test, comparison, and discussion. So make sure you check them out. I will link all of them in the description box if you have time after this video. But in this video, I'm just gonna run through everything. I'm not gonna talk in detail about every single product. Okay, now we can start. The first product is very versatile. It is considered a primer. It's also considered a highlighter, liquid highlighter. So I'm sure most of you have heard of this product, but if you're not, make sure to check out my video review of this product to hear and see more information about it. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is gorgeous. This is a filter, an Instagram filter, a Snapchat filter in a bottle. It comes in a glass bottle with a doe foot applicator, and it's basically a sheer wrinkle minimizer and a pore blurring product, and as well as a highlighter at the same time. It has a little bit of a pigmentation, but it's very sheer, and it just kind of like glide onto your skin, create this really beautiful glow without emphasizing any texture. If anything, it blurs things out even more, so it makes you look a little bit more flawless, a little bit more Hollywood, red carpet, luxury. Beautiful product. Every time you apply, it's just going to give you a little bit more of that glow, so you can layer it all you want. This is not how it's supposed to look. This is very well loved, and at the same time I put it near some other products so they touch each other, so it gets scraped off. I'm kind of sad about that, but the product inside is still really good, and a little bit goes a long way. It lasts a long time, worth the money, totally. Next up is foundation. So I have quite a few types of foundation. If you want a foundation dedicated videos, I will create it for you. Just let me know. But I have one type of foundation for every occasion. So I basically have like a matte foundation, a medium coverage foundation, a glowy foundation, a light coverage foundation. So basically one for every mood that I'm in that day. But one that I've reached for the most this year is this Light Wonder foundation, again Charlotte Tilbury. This is a very sheer, glowy easy to use foundation and natural looking foundation. So I reach for this almost every single day, and I have it in the shade medium. It comes in a tube like this, plastic, very light, easy to use, easy to travel with because you don't have to worry that it will break. And I'm in the shade 6 medium, and on the Hollywood Flawless filter, I'm in the shade 3. Next up is powder. So this is kind of a cheat because this is a new powder, but I have used it before, and this is the second time I purchased it. I can consider myself having experience with it. But anyway, I have reached for this non-stop every single time I wear makeup since I bought this. And I can already tell that it's going to be my favorite powder. And it is the, again, Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm in the shade 2 medium, and don't get me wrong, this is not a video about Charlotte Tilbury only, don't worry about that, but again, they make amazing complexion products, and this powder is no exception. Sheer to light coverage powder. They don't have the best shade range, but because it's more sheer, you can get away with a little bit of a variation of shades, if you know what I mean. But I use the shade medium, and it works really well. It's not a super mattifying powder. It's just gonna be a little bit of like a veil on top of your skin and mattify things out, but doesn't take away all the glow from within. So it's not a flat matte, but it's not like an hourglass ambient lighting powder either. It's kind of like between. Amazing, amazing product, easy to use, beautiful, never look cakey. It doesn't keep you matte all day long. I have combination skin and it doesn't do that, but you know, it's small so you can take it with you and reapply a little bit throughout the day, and it won't make your makeup look cakey because it's so light and finely milled that it will just lay on top of your makeup beautifully, and you cannot go overboard with this very easily at all, and it doesn't emphasize texture, dryness so much. As long as you know you drink a lot of water and moisturize your skin, you will be fine. Love, love, love this powder. Highly recommend for dry, normal skin, combination skin. I'm not sure if it would work for oily skin. Probably it will with like a mattifying primer and a mattifying foundation. I think it will work too. Beautiful product. Concealer. But this is not a traditional concealer. This is a corrector, and it is the Bobbie Brown Corrector in light peach. This was really hyped up on YouTube and the beauty community in general, so I was so curious, and it took me like a year and a half to finally bought it to try it out, but it's so good. It's basically a medium to heavy coverage kind of a concealer. It's just a cream in here, but it has a corrector kind of a property because it's kind of like a peach. So when you put it underneath your eyes, it will cancel out the greenish tint on my skin tone personally. But they have a few more undertone of this corrector. So based on your undertone and your skin tone, you can choose one that works best for you. Why do I like this? Because I don't have to use much product at all. Like with a concealer, you have to use a lot of it and it can look very heavy, very cakey if you're not careful. But this one, I can just use my finger and just dab a tiny bit, and then it just cancel out. It worked more like a cancel out kind of product rather than cover up, although it does have coverage. But it's just really easy to use, very natural looking, and it cancels out things beautifully. Even on days when I don't wear any makeup, I just use this and it doesn't look weird at all, as long as I don't go crazy with it. If you've tried this product, let me know what you think. I'm curious how many people like this. The product number 5 is an eye primer. I have oily eyelids, so it's very, very important to me to have a good eye primer so that my eyeshadow doesn't crease after an hour of wear. That's really annoying to me, and it happens a lot to a lot of other eye primers that I use. I find that this is the only eye primer that will last longer than 4 or 5 hours before it starts to look a little creasy. And this is the Primer Potion by Urban Decay. I have the smaller size here, and this is the original shade. I think they have a few more shades, but I am only familiar with the original, and it's amazing. It has this applicator right here, and I just use a very light layer. It's kind of like a sheer coverage. It does brighten things up a little bit on the eyelid when you put it on. It does have a little bit of a coverage in that way, but it's not super heavy coverage. It dries down immediately to a matte finish, and it really stay matte for a long time, and it helps eyeshadow glide on easily and more pigmented and stick to your eyes longer without creasing so quickly. I love eyeshadow, and I hate it when my eyeshadow creases so quickly, so this has been so helpful. Probably my lifetime favorite eye primer. I don't know, unless someone else come up with a better one. I don't think it's possible, by the way. You can prove me wrong. Next up is my current favorite eyeshadow palette, and I'm talking travel, cool tone, neutral, shimmer, matte. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam eyeshadow palette. Also, it's great price-wise for Natasha Denona. This is $25 US. You have 5 different shades. This transition shade, which is an olive mustardy shade, and there's a matte dark brown. There is a super shiny and glittery highlighter shade, and there are 2 shimmer shades here, kind of like a little bit of a softer shimmer, but you can see there's a more warmer but still neutral, and a little bit cooler and darker choice, more of like a gunpowder kind of a color. Beautiful palette. I didn't mention this in my top neutral eyeshadow palette of 2020 because I already mentioned the Glam palette from Natasha Denona, which is the bigger version of this. But everyday use, this is enough. You know, you don't really need 15 shades to choose from every day. At least that's not me these days. I'm not interested in that these days so much as something a little bit less complicated, a little bit more versatile and easy to just hold and use and put in my daily makeup drawer. I am going to film a comparison between this mini Glam palette and the full-size Glam palette from Natasha Denona so that you have a better idea of what I like to use each palette for, and when and how do I use and who is it for. But for every day, I love this palette. Beautiful pigmentation. I wear it today. Very nice glam. Not too much, but you can go pretty smoky with this, I'm pretty sure, because there's a deepening shade here and there are a lot of glitter in this highlighter shade. Next up is eyeliner. Now, I have been using the Essence pencil liner a lot throughout the year, but after I got this one from my BoxyCharm, this is the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner right here in the shade Vivid Amethyst. I didn't reach for the other one anymore because this is just a lot creamier, it glides on easier, and I think it's a little bit more pigmented. It also gives you some time to blend things out, and it's just a pencil retractable liner that I love, and I'm wearing it today too. Very easy to use, versatile. The shade is quite natural. You can smudge it out like what I did today and make it a little bit more natural. And yeah, there's not much to say. It's pretty long lasting. I wouldn't say it's completely waterproof, but it's probably lasts for like at least 6 hours on my extremely oily eyelid, which is amazing. After my camera decided that she needs 20 minutes break, we are back. The last step of my eye makeup routine, and that is going to be mascara. My favorite mascara at the moment, and the one that I've been using constantly, is this Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2. I have only a tiny sample, but because when you buy Charlotte Tilbury products from their website, they give you this as a sample quite often. So I have like two more in my collection that I saved up, so I don't really have to buy a full size. This is a very volumizing, lengthening mascara. So basically, it will thicken your lashes, it will really lengthen them. It's not doing amazing as far as lifting the lashes, and it doesn't do the best at not flaking throughout the day, but I can overlook that because I'm someone who really pay attention to my makeup look throughout the day. So if there's a little bit of a smudge or a little bit of a flake of this mascara down on my face, I can just, wipe it off and I'll be fine. But I love how it makes my lashes look. It's just like a very natural kind of a way to emphasize my natural lashes, which are very kind of thin and not very long and kind of down like this. It's kind of lift things up a little bit, lengthen them, give them a lot of volume, and it's really beautiful. I'm not wearing it today and I can definitely see a difference. I'm testing out another mascara so I can do a comparison between this and that. But yeah, this is amazing even though it's only a sample. I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is this wand. It's very bulky. So almost every single time I use it, I get a dot somewhere in my eye. Like it's smudged a little bit when I apply it. So I kind of have to erase it or being very careful because I have pretty small eyes. So it's very easy for me to make a mistake with this kind of a size brush. It's really bulky and big, but I guess maybe that's how it makes my lashes so beautiful. Maybe that's how it works. So I'm not questioning it. I just have to deal with it because of how much I like this. If you have a mascara that you know will do the things I say this one can do for me and it has a better one, please let me know. I would love to know about that. Next, I kind of forget. This is the last step of complexion kind of a product, and this is a bronzer slash contour. And I love this Marc Jacobs Tantalize Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan. First of all, it's giant. It's almost the size of my giant face, and it has a huge mirror, a lot of product. It is on sale right now everywhere, I believe, so I don't know if it's going away or what, but you can get it for $34 at Sephora, and it's amazing. I think there are three shades. Yeah, this is the darkest one and the most reddish, coolest tone. The original shade, the first one, I forget the name, but that one is a lot lighter and a lot more neutral, so it doesn't really show up on my skin tone. But I like this a lot. I'm using it today and it creates almost a bronze at the same time as a contour effect. And it's pretty pigmented. It's not crazy pigmented, but it's pretty pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. It's very easy to blend out. It stays in put all day long. And it's just really suitable for my olive medium skin tone because it shows up and it looks flattering. It looks a little reddish in the pan. You might be scared of it, but I really like it. Really like it. I've heard a lot of people saying that it will break in the middle because of how it's pressed. And I can see that mine kind of like raised up in the middle. I don't know if you can see that, but it didn't break. It haven't broken yet, so I'm praying that it's not going to break in the future. This is probably the hardest thing to pick because it's lip products. And I have so many lip products that I love, from lip stains, matte lipstick, moisturizing lipstick, lip balm, lip gloss. But this one kind of does everything above. This is the YSL Cream Lip Stain in the shade 407. I think it's called Carmen. And it's a mauve shade. It's like my lip, but better kind of a color. It brightens the skin. It makes me look a little bit healthier. You can see like that doe foot applicator. It is quite glowy looking. It's not a matte by any means. It's more of like a moisturizing, kind of a balmy consistency, and it glides on. It leaves a stain on your lips after it wear off, but it's pretty long lasting. It's kind of like a long lasting lip gloss, and then afterwards it becomes a stain. It kind of forms a film on top of your lips. You can feel it like covering your lips, but it's not super heavy. It doesn't stick together when you move your lips like this. It doesn't form the weird rings around the inner side of your lips. I don't know if you experience that, but with most of my lips products, after I first apply them for like 30 minutes, they will start to create that film, and until I remove that film, like wipe it off and apply the lip product again, it will always be there. And then if after I do that, I'm kind of fine for the rest of the day. I don't know what's that about, but this one doesn't do that. It's small, it's pretty light plastic. They have a lot of shades, and I think their lip stains line has a lot of finishes. So like there's a glossy, and this is the cream, and there's a matte stain, and there's a water stain too. I haven't tried all of them. This is kind of the first one, the first YSL lip products I've tried, and I think I might be hooked. I also like my Charlotte Tilbury lips. I like my MAC lipstick. I like my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip stains, but this one is kind of like doing all of that in one. That's why I reach for it quite a lot, on especially on days when I don't have time and I want something that will last and doesn't fuss around. You know what I mean? That's everything. I can't believe we went through everything. This is special knowledge, you guys. If you find this video helpful, you better like it, leave me a comment below, and share this video with your friends. Share my channel with your friends, please, so we can grow this community together. I love making videos. I love interacting with you. I love makeup beauty products, so I can't see myself stopping anytime soon, but if I can have the extra support from you by sharing my channel videos and interacting and help me with the YouTube algorithm, I will be even more excited. So I cannot wait for what to come in 2021. It can only get better from here, trust me. Hugs from my screen to yours. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next video. Until next time, don't flop.